Hello, my name is Michele Harrison. I'm a physical therapist working with the Rocky Mountain MS Center, um, doing another recorded exercise Zoom class. Um, this class will be, as you can surmise by my outfit, we are recording this in the summer. And So in traditional Chinese medicine, there's different organs and elements and kind of ideas that come with each season. The summer season is the element of fire. Um, the organs for summer are the heart and small intestine. So I wanted to show you a picture of the heart and the small intestine meridians. So let me grab my glasses here. So the small intestine meridian can you see how it goes kind of up the back side of the arm, around the shoulder blade, up the neck to the cheek and the ear? That's our small intestine meridian. The heart meridian goes on the inside of the arm. Can you see? Goes up to the heart. There is a little line that connects it to the small intestine here. Also goes up on the kind of through the middle of the body, up the neck to the face, like the lip, and then on the cheek to the eye. So I hope that that helps for you to kind of visualize some of the movements that we're going to do to help cultivate heart and small intestine. Heart is at the seat of emotion and particularly joy. And so, and our small intestine is how we kind of separate nourishment from waste, right, in our bodies, but pure from impure, they talk about. But since the emotion of the heart is like joy, kindness, compassion, warmth, generosity, we want to be able to cultivate a sense of that joy within us whenever we want, right? Not just during the summer, but any time of the year that we would like to cultivate that. So this routine could be good when you feel like you need to cultivate some of that heart energy at any point in time, not just summer. Since, like I said, it is summer when we're recording this. So this is called Healthy Heart. And they said to calm the heat of the heart during the summer. So helping calm anxiety and stress. So also, if we're feeling anxious and stressed out, this may be a routine we want to do, even if it's December. So we want to find a common inner peace. We also want to be able to have sustained joy, warmth, happiness, kindness, compassion, generosity. Not just like bursts and flickers of those kinds of emotions. So we'll also kind of spend some time like grounding down through our feet to have that earth element, so we have that grounded, stable sense of joy and warmth throughout our day, throughout our seasons, throughout our year. So let's start in the ready position. So that's all 4 points of our feet are on the floor, kind of trying to find center. Knees over our feet. If you're standing, you can do this standing if you choose. Hips over your knees. If you're seated, you have another set of stability points. So you want to kind of try and find center there as well, not being too far forward, side to side, or back. And then we have each vertebra lightly stacked, lifting up through the crown of the head. Tailbone is slightly tucked. Chin is down. Arms are lightly engaged. And we'll take a couple breaths. This is how we become present in the moment. We connect mind with body. The breath is something that it's automatic, but we can also control it, right? The rate, the depth, the speed that we use to breathe. So we're going to start with lifting the breath. We're going to breathe in, the palms are lifting up to about chest level. Breath out, lowering the hands down towards the hips. Breath in, connecting the abdomen to the heart. So the abdomen's energy is calm, stillness, and space. And the heart loves space. The ability to not feel crunched up and restricted. The ability to expand wherever it needs to. So we're trying to ground the heart energy with the abdomen, the fire energy. The abdomen is kind of like still deep water that helps balance out that fire from the heart. The next move is the wave. So you're going to have your hands on your thighs. You're going to do a wave through your body from the hips. You're going to curl and arch through the back. Okay. So the idea is we're going to curl down, then arch up and back, and then curl down. And again, finding calmness. If I'm doing it seated, I can arch up and then roll back. Finding calm, peace, stillness, connecting the body and the heart. Grounding the heart so we can control those flames, control that fire. So you're kind of curling up, lifting with the chin, rolling back down, rolling the chin down. Last one. I think we'll try a little bit of that movement when we do our standing portion of our exercise today. If you're going to stand. Of course, all activities can be done seated or standing, but I try to give you options to do that throughout the session. White crane soaring. So we're going to open our hands out to the side. Palms are up. Bring your hands in front. Palms are down. Pull the elbows back. You're going to repeat that. The hands come forward and out, roll back. Let's do it out to the side. So we're getting a little bit of arm circling as well, right? Because the palms are up, palms are down. A spiraling of the shoulders, rolling of the palms. So, right? Opening, closing, right? Can you see how we're getting the shoulders to spiral? Let's do that a couple more times. And again, the meridians of the heart and the small intestine run down the arms. So when we're doing the rolling of the arms and we're doing the opening and closing, we're working on stimulating those meridians. But we're also working on the idea of opening up the chest to have space in our chest. Remembering to breathe. Now, next one, we're going to do wrist circles. So we're going to cross our arms and we're going to do circles with the wrists, winding energy through the wrists, through the arms, the shoulders. We can even try and take that down through the body and spine to the hips, right? We can work that kind of rolling. Think about a cool breeze through your heart, breathing in. You can switch wrists on top. Which one is on top, I should say. And again, calming that heart. Now we can do one arm and then the other, kind of freely switching, working. This is working on connective tissue in the wrists as well. Now circling the arms and the wrists, kind of keeping the elbows still. Again, working these meridians that run down the arms. But when we also open up, curl, and extend the trunk, we're working on all the meridians that work down the lung, large intestine, that run down the middle of the body. Energy can be blocked at the joints, there are thoughts. So we're kind of trying to open up the wrists, the elbows. Then we're going to work on a shoulder circle. Up, back, down. So really trying to move those shoulder blades down the rib cage. Up, back, down, and forward. Good. And we will end this portion. This is just a portion of a routine. So we are doing part of it because it's longer than this. We're going to end with neck circles today. So your hands will be behind your back, kind of at the kidney level. So we're stimulating the kidney. And then we're going to circle the head. Other direction. That's where we'll leave off on that heart routine, fire element routine. I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to work our exterior now. I feel like we've kind of warmed up our bodies a little bit. So if you're gonna use weights, grab them. Okay. You can do, if your arms get tired with the weights, you can always put the weights down and just do, we do quite a few repetitions um, of movements. So you'll still be getting a resistance training with just the weight of your arms. Let's do some punches and we're gonna march. I'm gonna pull this screen. Okay. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Punch up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out to the side 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, we can do arms, legs, or both, right? You can pick your pace. 1, 2, 3. If I'm going too fast, you can go slower than me. If I'm going too slow, you can go faster than me. Up, 2, and out to the side. 1, 2. Down, out in front, up, out to the side, down, forward, up, out, down, forward. Take rest breaks as you need to. Drink plenty of water. Again. Oh, I did it wrong. Sorry. Punch out in front. See, it's all okay. Up, out to the side, down. Last one of this segment. Up, out to the side, down. Good. Let's do a different motion. Give those muscles a little break there. Let's go out to the side and down, out to the side and down. Now let's do both. One side, other side, both. One side, other side, both. And again, you could do arms, legs, or both, right? So you could do arm, arm, both. You could do leg, out and in. You could alternate, right? Do a set of arms. And then you could do leg, if that helps pace you better for the activity. Again, pick your own pace. Make this your workout so that you can get the best benefit possible from some exercise and movement. Let's do regular jacks. So we're going to go out together, out together. If you're having difficulty maybe getting your feet apart, think about a paper plate or maybe a dry clean bag under your feet to help slide out, have less friction. If you need to do a few activities and then take a break, that's fine as well. Let's do a jack now. And then we're gonna kick out, punch to, or push to the back, I should say. Push to the back, push to the back. Jack. Push to the back, push to the back. Are we doing? We feeling a smile? When we work our arms in these movements, when we do this, we're also working those meridians still, right? This helps cultivate that energy as well. We're going to continue with the kick portion here with the legs. Let's do a little different arm motion now. So we'll be still kicking with the leg, right? But now let's do just the elbow. So before we were kind of working the shoulder more and the shoulder blade. We're going to hold the upper shoulder more still. And we're going to work the elbows. Triceps. The back of the upper arm. If you can't lift your leg up and out like that, what could you do? You can push down, right? Push down with the leg and hold it. Push down with the other leg or push down with both and hold for 5 to 10 seconds. Strengthening these quads. All right. Let's go up and in. Call these kind of like hacky sack legs, right? So you're going to try and touch the heel to the opposite knee. Okay. Now, we're gonna try and do an arm motion as well while we do this. Roll it over and down, over, bring them up. So your palms face me. We roll the arms down, roll them over so your palms face me again at the bottom. That's our mascot there. See Liza. If this is a difficult move to do with the arms, you could roll them in and out, right? So also, we're working kind of rotators of the hip and of the shoulders. And so that rotator cuff, you've heard of people talk about the rotator cuff muscles, gives stability to your shoulders. Arms, legs, or both, one side at a time, both sides, alternate arms and legs. Lots of ways to modify. Looking good. Let's do just kind of a basic jog here or a march. And we're going to go in front. And then we're going to tap our hands behind our back. In front and in back. Front and in back. Feel good to move? Sometimes it's hard to get, started, but almost always feel better after I do some exercise. And it's much more fun to do it with someone, I find, with the group, with you here, than on my own. Okay, let's do a star jack. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and curl down. Then you're going to be a little bit forward on your chair here. Then we're going to try and lean back, kick out, and come back. You could do arms or legs, right? You could do just arms. You could do just legs. You could do one at a time, right? When you do this, try not to really arch your back. Try to bring your ribs down towards your pelvis, utilizing your abs to help support that spine. Roll down, kick, out, curl, kick. Again. 2 more. 1, 2. Good job. Let's do some abs now. So we're going to scoot forward on the chair so you have some space to lean back. We're going to have our hands either on your chest, genie arms, or up. Okay. And what I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. We're going to curl back and come up. Curl back and up. And again, bring ribs down to the pelvis, not arching your back up, right? That can be hard on your back. If your arms get tired, bring them down, because what we're trying to do when you have your arms up, you lengthen the lever arm some, but we're really working abs. We're not really trying to wear your arms out here. You can just have them on your chest and really focus on the abs. Remembering to breathe. Don't hold your breath. If you have a tendency to want to hold your breath, maybe counting, right? 1, 2, 3. You want to make the activity a little harder, so we add a little more resistance or the ability of the abs to hold. Lift one leg, roll back. You can set the weights down. Switch legs. You could go up on a toe if you can't lift your leg off the floor. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Good job. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to work our obliques. So what we've been working is the rectus abdominis. So it helps us curl forward. The obliques are the muscles that work in pairs, internal and external obliques, to turn to one side or the other, right? To have rotation. So what we're going to do, we're going to lean back halfway. And again, you can stay seated forward. I'm turning so you can see me better. Bring the ribs down to the pelvis till you feel those muscles are engaged. And let's try and turn side to side. And again, you can put the weights down if your arms get tired. You can put your arms on your chest if you need to. And again, if you choose, you could lift one leg. That again will make you have to stabilize your abs better. If you're having a hard time like keeping the spine in good alignment though, just work on it with both feet on the floor, work on the movement, right? So that we want to protect your spine. 5, 4. Take rest breaks as you need to. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to set the weights down. If you're going to stand, grab a chair, walker, counter, dresser, whatever you need for safety. If you're going to stay seated, let's do a kick, squeeze the buns and lift. Can you see how I kind of lift up a little bit as I squeeze the buns and hold? If you can't kick out, think about pressing down with the thighs into the floor or the legs, squeezing the buns and holding for 5 to 10 seconds. Standing, people. We talked about doing the wave a little bit. So we had our hands on our thighs. We're gonna curl up, chin up, and down, right? It actually feels pretty good on the spine. Good. We'll do a couple more. If the seated people would like to do the wave, you can do that in the seated position as well. Let's do some squats, just basic squats here. So we're gonna lift and lower. Holding on as you need to for safety. If you like, you could try a one-legged squat, right? Lift one foot up or have one foot or just one foot down and toe on the floor, right? Or up. When you do this, try to keep that knee out over the pinky toe. Switch sides. And again, we're all working, whether we're seated or standing, the quads and the buns. Big power horse muscles that help us stand up, that upright, but also to stand up out of a chair, push up on a step or a curb or lower ourselves down. If you don't feel safe doing the one leg, we can also do a lunge kind of squat. And again, if this doesn't feel safe and you don't have someone to help spot you, that's fine. Just do the regular squat. If your legs get tired, you could go to the seated activity. People seated can also do the rocket launch. Why don't we all do a rocket launch here? So basically, and this is hard work. You're not pushing on your legs so much, right? You're leaning forward, lifting, and then come back down. Forward, push up, and down. Like, I'm going to stand up. Nah, I'm going to sit back down. We know that this exercise is kind of a killer one, right? It's tough. This section of the lifting up is often the hardest part for people, getting that amount of power to be able to lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and you can always use your hands for balance, right? 1. All right, let's have a seat. You guys have been doing an amazing job because this is hard. This is a lot of work here. Let's grab our footstool, trash can, or box. We're going to stretch now. You can do all the stretches without footstool, trash can, or box. I'll try and show that as well. Grab your belt. You will need a belt. I'm going to have a sip of water. We're going to start with our figure 4 stretch. Cross one leg over. And feel and sit up tall and lean forward. We're going to feel a stretch along the side of the thigh up into the bun, possibly into the low back a little bit. Should feel it here. Shouldn't feel a lot of torque in the knee. If you do feel that, let's switch legs. You can put your foot on something a little bit lower and then lean forward. Hopefully not feel as much twisting or torquing of your knee. Feel a stretch along the side of the thigh up into the bun. And, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot our ankle circles. We'll go back and do some ankle circles on the other side. If you have a brace on that keeps you from doing this, you can always do this movement when you take your brace off. Let's do the other side, do a few ankle circles. Keeping the ankle supple is really important. It'll help with transfers, being able to stand up, walking, balance in general, having that movement of the ankle. Now, let's do we're going to do a hamstring stretch. So you can put your foot on the footstool, trash can, or box, or you could do it just down on the floor. You'd have to scoot a little bit forward and bend a little further forward. The stool just lifts up a little bit, so it gives just a little more stretch. But either way, we can do the stretch and get a good benefit from it. Flexibility is an important part of fitness. So we're going to sit up tall, knees down, heels down, toe is up, hinge forward at the hip till you feel a pull in the back of the thigh. Let's put the belt around the middle of the foot if you need it. So the belt can either help initiate that forward bend or increase stretch for you. The belt can also help so your foot and your leg doesn't roll in or out. It can hold it upright. I'm turning sideways so you can see my leg a little bit. Yours will be straight in front of you. Let's put the belt around the ball of the foot. And then pull back. You're not pushing down into the belt. You're pulling back on the toe till you feel a stretch in the lower leg. And again, the belt can help so the foot comes straight up the shin, doesn't roll in or out. And you may feel it all the way down the back side of your leg, but you certainly will when we do the next one, which is pull back on the toe and now use the belt to help hinge forward. Feel it all the way from the high knee to the knee down to the ankle, into the foot. Let's do the same stretches on the other leg. And again, I'm sideways here just so you can see my leg better. Hopefully, as we have gone through these exercises, knees down, heels down, toes up, we're going to hinge forward at the hip, that you're learning these so you can do these throughout your day as needed to help your body move better, function better. So we can use the belt to increase stretch or initiate that forward bend. You may need to stretch more than once a day, at least once a day, and if not more throughout your day. Pull back on the toe till you feel a stretch in the calf or the lower leg. Now, not only pull back on the toe, but lean forward so you feel a stretch all the way down the backside of the leg. Good. All right, let's put the belt down. Put our footstool trash can or box to the side. We're gonna do a side bend. So gonna either reach down to the floor or hold on to something. If you have a couch, chair, something you can hold for stability if you need that. Lift this arm up or help it across here to get a stretch from the armpit through the ribs all the way down to the hip. Other side. Good. Come upright. We're going to do a twist now. So reach to one thigh, reach to the back of the chair, turn and look over that shoulder. So we're getting a spinal twist from the base of our spine all the way up through the neck and the head. Let's do the other side. Reach to the other thigh, the other side of the chair, turn and look over the other shoulder. Face forward. Let's roll your shoulders. We did this earlier, but trying to limber up those shoulders that and between your shoulder blades for a lot of people store tension. Now let's lace your fingers. If you can't lace your fingers, grab your wrists, push your hands toward the screen, toward me. So you should stretch out in between the shoulder blades, but also get a good forearm, wrist, finger stretch as well. Hands up over your head. Any of these arm motions that are difficult to do, sitting up, try them lying down in the bed, in your bed with no pillow, to try and stretch out the shoulders and the chest here. Hands behind your head, elbows are back. Relax your arms. Let's drop one ear to one shoulder. So you should feel a stretch along this side of your neck, the left side of your neck, other side. Let's do a half circle with our chin. So we're going to start at one shoulder. We're going to draw a half circle down across to the other shoulder. And our last movement exercise for today is listening head posture. So it's as if your chin is sitting on a shelf and you're gonna pull your head back, right? Flattening out your neck. It's not a uh-huh, like a oh yeah. Nod up and down. It's pulling back, making your neck less curved. Bring your hands out, reach around, give yourselves a hug because you did a really good job. Thank you for your time. Let's switch arms. Thank you for your attention. I hope you have a great day.